well-being.
Thanks. Hello fellow hunters and welcome back to another monster ecology class. Today we'll be focusing on one of the big boys today, Railgun. Its roar that you just heard is a major roar and you will need earplugs to block it, or you can Superman dive out of it, or you can, if you're using dual blades, you can perfect dodge out of it so that way you don't get stun locked into its roar. Railgun is one of the apex predators that rules the Windward Plains. It is a new flying wyvern that has debuted in wilds. I can't really find anything on what it's based on, but what I can tell you, Capcom decided to do a fusion dance with a wyvern and a railgun, and it works perfectly. His theme song is really cool too. Why don't you take a listen right about now? What do y'all think of his theme? I want to know in the comments below. But anyway, Railgun obviously can only be spotted in the Windward Plains and has a variety of different moves it will use on the player and the wildlife around it. The moves will consist of scraping its wings along the ground, a dive bomb slamming its tail and wings into the ground, folding in its horns forming a railgun around its face and firing small bolts of electricity, or doing a charge shot that will cause massive damage to the hunter, or anything else that stands in front of it. When pissed off, it will add fulgurite around certain parts of the body, which is limited to its wings and tail. Fulgurite are the blue crystals that shape around it, and if you want to break those parts or sever the tail, you'll need to break off the fulgurite first. It does get into turf wars, which include Gypceros, the Shagama, and Arkveld from what I've seen. For a flying wyvern, it does stay grounded for some time, but will not hesitate to use its wings in combat, like I said before. Now let's take a look at the armor you can make and go a bit further into detail about how you can deal with the electric boogaloo here. Railgun, the flying wyvern that reigns supreme over the Windward Plains ecosystem. It has adapted to the sand tide when it most frequently appears. It's able to store, amplify, and discharge the storm's heavy lightning to lethal effect. Railgun is highly territorial and will attack any and all intruders on sight. The fulgurite against its carapace emits a sound that puts every monster in the region on guard. Here are the breaking parts. The head is breakable and a weak point. Wings you can break twice, and the tail is severable. The best thing to use against electric boogaloo here is water and ice. The other status effects are pretty effective as well, just not stun or paralysis. Sonic and shock traps are not useful against this monster. Let's see here. And the best things to get from these is to sever the tail and get a plate from it, or to break its wing and get a Railgun wing talon. That is the best parts you can get from it. And let's just take a look at the weapons you can make from it and my final opinion on it. Alright, now here are the parts you can fashion from its golden glorious scales. The longsword, sword and shield, hunting horn, lance, charge blade, insect glaive, light bowgun, and the bow. So you do have a pretty extensive list of the things you can make from its parts. Unfortunately, I cannot do that since I main the switch axe and the dual blades. Now, my opinion on Railgun, I like it. It's a really cool Apex monster. I love it. I love its colors. I love its electrifying attacks. I love the railgun face. I love how the horns can just fold in on it and then shoot electricity from it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's another 10 out of 10 for me. Yep, Railgun is a 10 out of 10 design for me. Love it a bunch. And that's pretty much all I have for Railgun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found the lesson useful. And I thank you all for attending this monster ecology class. So you all stay safe on your hunts, and please come again next time. Have a nice day.